Hello and welcome to semi-finals day here in northern Germany. The semi-finals of the Bremer Schlüssel squash tournament on the outskirts of Bremen. You can just see the players ahead of the first semi-final taking a photo there with the promoter Willi, holding up the Bremen squash flag there. These two players know each other incredibly well, both Egyptian as you can see there, but also both play their Bundesliga squash here at the Bremen club. You can see really having a nice chat with Yassin El Shafai on court before he makes his way off. The two players have actually only played once before on the PSA tour. That was back in 2021 when El Shafai came out on top, but as I say, they do know each other exceptionally well. There's not a lot between them in the rankings, and I think everyone here at the Squash and Fitness Centre Akim Baden is expecting a pretty entertaining first semi-final. Later on today we have Alejandro Enriquez against Mazen Gamal in the second semi-final as the players are introduced to the crowd watching here. But for now I will let you enjoy the players warming up. They will be starting the semi-final shortly.
semi-final match. Ibrahim Al-Kabani of Egypt to serve, Yasin Al-Shafai of Egypt to receive. Best of 5 games. Love all.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first semi-final at the Bremer Schlüssel 2024 here in Achim, Baden. On court, we already have 2 Egyptians playing for the Bremen Squash Club Bundesliga team. Now to serve from the left-hand side, wearing the white t-shirt, it's Ibrahim Al-Kabani, 21 years of age, ranked 61 in the world, playing against Yasin El-Shafei, 23 years of age, wearing the t-shirt with his last name El-Shafei. He's currently ranked 78th of the world. Both players know each other very well. We've seen them training as well in the free time here at the club as well, spending some time together. Yasin El-Shafei is also with his brother Taha. He disputed as well the first round. Was so lucky to get through, but still gaining a lot of experience training with the other guys as well. So these 2 colleagues, with regards training partners, now disputing the first semi-final, as we said. El-Kabani now leading 2-1 already against El-Shafei. El-Shafei, you could tell a bit, it's the favorite from the viewers behind the court 2 here at center. Yasin El-Shafei has been in Bremer a couple of times last year, since he was booked for the Bundesliga team, and he's gained definitely the trust of the spectators here at the center as well. Always very friendly to say as well. Was actually nice to see him coming in and just greeting all the club members. We're having a hit on different courts to the side, on the side of court 2 as well. So we already got 2-2 now. El-Shafei to serve from left-hand side. Lead ball being awarded. El-Kabani just trying to go for that quick volley cross-court leg, not really finding it, smashing it into the tin. Now El-Shafei to serve 3-2. So we see El-Kabani as well having some issues with his shoes. The ref chief is now going on court. Take a look. So Shift, the ref, allows Jens from court service to go in and wipe a bit the court. El-Kabani having some issues with his shoe. It's tight work from El-Shafei already in the first points. El-Kabani not really being able to find his game. We've seen in the last couple of days that El-Kabani is very fond of playing, actually opening up the court with both. Likes to play them very aggressively, good speed. El-Shafei as well, we've seen here. El-Kabani was tending to move into the line of El-Shafei. The ball came to the middle, and El-Kabani already started moving into the shot. That's why I also say the way the ref he walked into the line of El-Shafei's shot. El-Shafei trying to go short on the right hand side and just getting the tin. It's a good drop shot from El Kabani, good recovery from El Shafei, but El Kabani's shot, it's way too good. Second bounce already, close to the middle line. Nice tempo, the one we got already in this first semi-final. El Shafei's movement is quite fluent, as well as El Kabani's. El Kabani, as usual, very well settled on the middle of court. Some good exchange on the left-hand side happening here. El Kabani very present with the volley. It's been twice already putting in some pressure on El Shafei. El Shafei gets a stroke awarded. El Kabani's shot was a bit too loose on that backhand. I have to do a bit better. Try to hit it a bit further with a bit more length. So he has time to get out of it and get El Shafei's, let El Shafei get into the shot in the end. 6-5 for El Shafei. It's a good rally so far. Both players trying to keep it tight on the left-hand side. Good length. Still a little bit too long from both players. Now we're getting into a bit more interesting length. El Shafei doing a lot of work on three quarters. Tight backhands coming in. Some very good work from both players, very fluent. Trying to get that ball as glued as possible on the left-hand side. So the spectators appreciating that rally as well as center. We already got a bunch of people actually gathered behind the court too here. I would say roughly over 40 people actually looking at the match here live in Achim-Baden.
Court service, please.
So a court service being called once again. So as a reminder, the last couple of days we've had the issue that the court, it's very warm. Humidity has been a subject every now and then as well on this court too, here at the center in northern part of Germany, close to Bremen. Ibrahim El Kabani not wanting to delay match, but in a way now going out of court to get the lace of his shoes right. Kabani using the break to go to Tawa as well. 7-0 in this first game. What has been so far a very disputed first semi-final. Both players are very talented. A good pose from Kabani. Eshafei gets clipped. Gets stuck on Kabani's foot. Court service being called once again since Eshafei fell on that front right corner. Kabani got definitely Eshafei in a bit of an attack, I would say, got him confused with that boast. And Eshafei couldn't start off properly. Now Eshafei playing the Uno reverse card on that one. Kabani having some trouble with the floor. Either it's a bit too slippery or he has no grip at all. Kabani looking for the player on that last one. Eshafei now to serve 8-7. Since Kabani gets a lead ball awarded. Two nice drops coming in. Eshafei had all his cards on the ball going cross court to the left hand side, but Kabani was able to completely send him the wrong way. Eshafei just got stuck on the middle, couldn't start off. Now we have an 8-0 in this first game. It's a good shot from Kabani. He had the chance on the middle. Just put in that drop shot. Eshafei just got stuck behind Kabani. Small towel break. One important insight for our viewers on the stream is that Ibrahim El Kabani, wearing the white t-shirt, is the #1 seed of the tournament, playing against man in the gray t-shirt, Yassin Eshafei, third seeded, or seed #3 of this tournament. Some good work from Eshafei, opening up the court, making it wide for Kabani. Some nice drop shot from both of them. Coming in on that backhand. Some nice drive from Kabani, putting in pressure on Eshafei. Kabani making himself as big as he can. Kabani wins the first game 11-8.
Play will resume in 60 seconds. Play will resume in 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds. El Kabani leads 1 game to love. Love all. One love. Yes, Len? Yes, he had cleared. One love. Yes, Len? One love. Now. Hand out. 1-all.
So action being resumed already here at the court tour in Achim-Baden. El Kabani and El Shafei on court. Both trying to get the ball as close as possible to the sidewall, get it as glued as they can, and then just opening up as with those bows. It's a nice volley from El Shafei and a good chance for him. He drops it in nicely on that backhand. El Kabani gets settled in the back very well. El Shafei not being able to read the cross court from El Kabani. Now resuming with an exchange on the left hand side. El Kabani going in for that little cross court.
Hand out. 2-1.
It's a good boast from El Shafei. Starting the 4th point here of the second game, the first semi-final. El Shafei looking for the player. And as he tries to get into that left back corner, he runs into into El Kabani's back. Got something on his eye. El Kabani taking care that his co-national is all right. Now to resume play, 3-1 as El Shafei gets a no-let awarded. El Shafei going in for that volley cross cornet. Nick after El Kabani's serve. Not really finding it, and then El Kabani just putting in that drop on backhand side. Now to secure a 3-point lead over El Shafei. El Shafei very present onto that loose ball. Oh, and El Kabani is not able to play a proper cross court out of that tight drop shot from El Shafei. Ball coming in now coming through his legs. underneath his legs. El Shafei now trying to put pressure with tight drop shots, but just clipping the tin. Now El Kabani to serve with a 5-2. I think the score wasn't getting updated. Now with 5-2, got it on screen as well. Some good shot from El Shafei, putting in pressure on El Kabani, who's leading already 1-love. El Shafei trying to catch that cross court from El Kabani as a volley, even though he was in full stretch and gave his all, keeping the body tension as well. He wasn't able to put in that drop shot in the right hand side. El Kabani playing a good deceptive drop shot on that forehand. El Shafei showing that there was a bit of collision on the backhand. El Shafei not very comfortable in this second game so far. Some heavy hitting happening here. Good bows from El Kabani to diffuse a bit the exchange on the right hand side. And a bit of a lower pace on the left hand side. Good cross come from El Shafei, going in for the volley now, both players. Trying to hit hard and low. Very risky, but at the same time very confident, both of them. El Shafei gets built up so quickly and then puts it an amazing kill as cross court into the nick almost. El Kabani had nothing to do against that one. The ref shift now checking again the court if court service is once again needed. Jens rushing into the court, wiping the floor. El Shafei now with 4-7 on the board. El Kabani 3-point lead. El Shafei seems to be getting into his game once again after a collision on left hand side here in the left back corner, where he ran into El Kabani's back. Had some trouble on his eye and now seems to be back into it, the match. Oh, he slipped. El Shafei slipped in the back corner. Jens going in on court again. Court 2 is getting a bit dangerous for both players. We saw El Kabani not being so happy. Jens now wiping the floor a bit too much. Both. El Shafei taking the chance to go to the towel again here. El Shafei trying to go for the quick drop shot. Ends up just hitting the tin once again. It's a 4-point lead for El Kabani. El Shafei sees it down. The ref doesn't see it that way as well. El Kabani sees it good. Ref gives it as good, and now El Kabani has a 5-point lead over Yassin El Shafei. Yassin is not being able to read when El Kabani is going to the front. He's able to hide it very well, and we have now 6 game balls for El Kabani. It's a good drop shot, good post from El Shafei. How he makes it so hard for El Kabani to run from corner to corner. El Shafei's control on that volley was astonishing. Now El Kabani still with 5 game balls. El Shafei doesn't even try after that rally. And we go on to the break with El Kabani winning the second game 11-5 in 10 minutes. Spectators here at the center agreeing that that was an amazing shot from El Kabani. As we resume action here at the third game of the first semi-final of the Bremer Schlüssel, El Kabani, just what an energy, the one he's got. He was sent off from corner to corner so quickly, and he still was able to retrieve everything. Having some issue with his calf or with his ankle. I mean, that movement was very hard on the body, surely. El Shafei gets a yes lead award, and that's why El Kabani is now serving again. 1-love. El Kabani very present onto that volley coming in from El Shafei's poor cross court. El Shafei showing that he could have been able to take it. Shift the ref awarding El Shafei a yes let. Now we're back with El Kabani serving 1-love. a good burst from El Kabani. El Shafei keeps it tight on the left-hand side. El Shafei is able to read the El Kabani's drop shot. El Kabani's drive's not the best. Gets a bit frustrated after that one. It's a nice drop shot from El Shafei, putting in pressure on El Kabani. El Kabani is able to retrieve twice what seemed like a very good shot from El Shafei. And the third one is the good one. He dropped it in so tight, close to the tin. Side stuff hands from El Shafei. Good drop shot on that backhand, El Shafei again. Now drop shot from volley. El Kabani now good deceptive work, puts in the drop. And those quick hands from El Kabani are exactly what he needed after El Shafei getting everything he threw at him. El Shafei not ready for the serve. Now El Kabani to serve again from the right hand side, 2-all. El Shafei gets a stroke awarded on that left hand side. Kabani's shot wasn't ideal. He couldn't really clear it afterwards. Some heavy hitting coming in on the right hand side. It's a good pose from El Shafei. He likes to play those. El Kabani now putting in the work, rushing from corner to corner. Shafei is being able to set El Kabani to get him moving, set the ball on every corner, but El Kabani is just retrieving everything pretty much. El Shafei now once again going for the player. El Kabani seems to be having a couple of issues with his right calf. It's a good drop shot from El Shafei. El Shafei now falling once again on court. Spending a little bit too much time on the floor, Yassin El Shafei. El Kabani still leading this third game with a 2-point lead over Yassin. Yassin El Shafei not so happy with his shot selection lately. Goes in for the volley, it was a bit high, then for a kind of an inverted post. Good presence from Yassin El Shafei on the center of court. This last shots. El Kabani put it in the work, gets the ball tight. It's a very good drop shot from El Kabani, keeping the ball tight on that right-hand side. El Shafei not being able to retrieve it properly, now going in to a 4-point lead. After El Kabani smashes it into the tin, El Shafei to serve 4-7 from right-hand side. Some heavy hitting happening on that backhand.
time was still completely blocked.
Kabani saying that Ejafei could have still played it as he was moving out of the shot. Ejafei was ready to hit it. Very quick. Ejafei makes the gap smaller and smaller. Now it's just 2-point lead for El Kabani. Body language from both players still very attacking, very present. Ejafei wants to chooses the line that goes through his opponent, ends up finding him. Even though El Kabani had tried to make some space on the right side from his body. Yes, led is awarded. We're again with 5-7 for Yassin Ejafei. Good exchange happening on that left alley.
5-7. Simple interference. No.
Kabani not glad with Shif's with referee's decision, making too many exclamations. It's a good drive from Ejafei. Ooh, he wants to turning on that one. Finds El Kabani there and doesn't end up hitting. Go onto the lead again. The lead ball gets awarded for Yassin Ejafei. Puts in the drop in the backhand. Now a hard volley on the left-hand side. Both coming in from the back corner. Ball was just falling close to the middle. Yassin Ejafei just juicing the line that goes through El Kabani. Not being quick enough on his feet. It's just on the right side from El Kabani.
Handle. 8-5. 8-5.
It's a wonderful both from Yassin Ejafei opening up the court, but then El Kabani retrieves everything Ejafei is throwing at him, and then just drops it in on the front right corner so softly. Now with a 4-point lead in the third game, Yassin Ejafei not really being able to get past his Konash, and then El Kabani now playing such a tight straight drive on the backhand. El Kabani with 5 match balls. Ejafei not really getting good straight drive. Nice wrist game on that one. El Kabani going in for the hard cross court. It's a good retrieval from both players. Ejafei with confidence putting in that drop shot on the backhand. El Kabani's drive is perfect, almost perfect. Ejafei is able to get it, and Ejafei goes in for the 1-2 combo, retrieving everything over there as well. My gosh, both players going in for the pace on this, what could be last point of the first semi-final. Still going the rally. El Kabani could read it all along. And as Ejafei goes to the back corner, He wants to play off the back wall and ends up hitting it out. We have our first finalist, Ibrahim El Kabani, number 1 seeder of the Bremer Schlüssel 2024, defeats Yassin El Shafei, seed number 3 of the tournament, in 41 minutes, 3-love.
Ganz kurz eine kleine Störung. Ich hoffe, ihr habt ein bisschen Spaß gehabt. Das nächste Spiel geht gleich hinten dran. Ergebnisse gehen raus, Schiedsrichter machen sich fertig und dann geht's weiter. Viel Spaß! Ganz kurz, der Spieler auf der linken Seite heißt Masen Gamal, kommt aus Ägypten. Und der Spieler auf der rechten Seite kommt aus Guatemala. Wie heißt er? Alejandro Enriquez. Viel Spaß. Wird sicherlich sehr interessant.
So we already got our next semi-final, the second semi-final of the day. We got Alejandro Enriquez wearing the white t-shirt on the right-hand side. Alejandro is 24 years of age, is ranked 85 on the world ranking list. And he is the seed number 4 of the tournament. On the left-hand side, we got Mats Gamal. He's the seed number 2 of the Bremer Schlüssel 2024. He's actually the last finalist of the tournament. Last year's edition, he was only defeated by Simon Habit from England here at this very court. Mats Gamal is 38 years of age and is ranked 73 on the world rankings. So our second semi-final is already going here at the court 2 at the fitness and squash center in Baden, where the Bremer Schlüssel 2024 is being disputed. taking place. We already start with Gamal wearing the blue shirt, leading the first game 1-0. Alejandro Enriquez from Guatemala wearing the white t-shirt, putting in a nice cross court. Even though Gamal, though he has an amazing reach, still not able to get it. Alejandro putting in some good shots with pace. Gamal taking off that pace with a good drop shot in the front court. Gamal goes for the inverted bows and then just happens to find the nick on the front wall. Alejandro Enriquez gets sent the wrong way. Thought it was going to the right hand side, and then the ball just ends up jumping to the center of the court. Trips on Gamal's foot. Now Gamal is serving 2-1. Enriquez putting in a nice volley drop shot. Gamal now asking for decision. Gets a stroke awarded after Enriquez wasn't able to clear quick enough his straight drive. Enriquez putting in somewhat what it was a volley drop shot with the frame of his racket to the front court. Gamal not being able to read it. Now Enriquez is putting in some good pace. Gamal, we see as well, he's trying to take off that pace. Some tight shots coming from the Guatemalan player. Some nice length coming in from Gamal on that backhand. Alejandro Enriquez trying to speed up things. Gamal is getting along with that pace without further issue. Alejandro Enriquez goes flying on that volley straight drive. Some good straight drives on that backhand one we're having. Gamal wants to play it not so low. His shots are a bit high. And Enriquez, instead of going for the volley, he just wants to let them bounce. The ball is way too warm, actually. Goes in for that straight drive. It's tight, but Gamal gets it out anyways. Gamal goes for the inverted bows. And he read Enriquez cross-court all along. Standing ready to take that cross-court drive. Only had to put in a nice straight drive to the back, and Enriquez wasn't just able to get and go and get it. Gamal now with a 2-point lead, putting in the pace after Enriquez just slow cross-court to the middle. He's just leaving it there, hanging for Gamal to attack him. Gamal now with a 3-point lead. Enriquez gets it from the back wall. And Gamal just with the press and with a gift there on the front court, just had to put in a hard and well-played cross-court. Enriquez won't get back. Now to serve with 4-point lead. Gamal goes short. Enriquez again puts a straight drive. Gamal is hitting those shots so nice and tight, close to the tin. Mats and Gamal. Alejandro Enriquez is not being able to get those cross courts much further back than from the middle. Just kind of letting Gamal do whatever he wants with those shots close to the middle. I mean, Gamal is so big in comparison to Enriquez. There's such a reach difference. Enriquez just needs to recognize the issue and try to get past Gamal somehow. Gamal now making sure that Enriquez stays back in the back corners, taking control of that tee with some very good length. Martin Gamal is. Enriquez plays a nice cross-court drive, has a chance. Second chance for Enriquez. The ball stays hanging there. Gamal has no issue with the cross-court drive from Enriquez. Enriquez putting a nice drive. Gamal not being able to build up anything out of that loose shot from Enriquez. Himself playing a not so good straight drive, and Enriquez getting a stroke awarded. Some nice bows from Enriquez opening up the court. Gamal just finding the nick on that back corner. Bit of luck for the 30-year-older experienced player, Martin Gamal, seed number 2 of the Bremer Schlüssel. Enriquez now has to fight back. He wants to have a chance to get this first game, being 6 points down. It's moving Madsen probably now. Madsen has to move quite hard, going on low lunges, having to speed up. Enriquez is able to get onto that, what is a slow drive from Madsen on that backhand, and gets stroke awarded now. Gamal only with a 5-point lead over the Guatemalan. Enriquez putting in a nice volley drop shot, still not enough. Gamal going in for height, playing a straight lob, and Enriquez just gets too desperate, trying to speed up from what was about 3/4 of court. Very close to tin, and ends up hitting it into the tin. Gamal now to serve with 6 game balls from right-hand side. Enriquez trying to get the pace a bit slower. And with that slow pace, just ends up getting the tin on that volley, that last volley. And now we're going into the break with Martin Gamal leading the match 1-0 after having sealed. It was that first chapter of the match, 11-4 in 9 minutes. So we're resuming action in this second semi-final of the Bremer Schlüssel. Alejandro Enriquez from Guatemala wearing the white t-shirt against Mats and Gamal wearing the blue t-shirt, a bit darker. Some good action, some heavy hitting happening already in this second game. Enriquez rescuing the ball from the back wall. Gamal dropping it in. Now we're resetting the rally. Both players giving their best. Enriquez getting past Gamal with a white ball. Just ended up in the tin. Didn't say it correctly from the stream here. Gamal now to serve from the left-hand side. One love. Tight work from Enriquez. Good length. Good work from the Latin American. Gamal speeding up on that backhand drive. Gamal putting in the drop shot. Enriquez once again. Very pressed on that volley, Alejandro Enriquez. Dropping it good. And getting quickly on that volley. Alejandro Enriquez is able to get a stroke awarded, as Gamal's straight drive out of that front corner wasn't so tight to the sidewall. Gamal getting a bit desperate on that chance. Wanted to go for the volley drop shot on the backhand, ended up just smashing the tin. Gamal now trying to speed things up. Enriquez taking a little bit of slower pace and finding Gamal in the middle. Nico, the ref, awarding a no let to Enriquez. Gamal very present on the middle, not letting Enriquez get past. Now Gamal to serve 2-all. Enriquez making the court wide. Goes in with that post on the backhand. And Gamal's not able to read it properly. Just doesn't make it before the second bounce. Now Enriquez to serve 3-2 on the handout. Gamal going in for the height with a love from left back corner. Enriquez very present, still there on court. His body language, aggressiveness coming in from both players. Some heavy hitting happening here at court 2. Gamal going in for the bows. Enriquez lobs not the best, but still then puts in a drop shot. Bows from Gamal. Gamal slips away from the floor. He hits it. Nico the ref is now calling for the stop. Mats and Gamal slipped away in the front left corner. Rescued the shot. Enriquez was able to just play a loose volley, and Gamal from the floor itself just was able to play a volley and kept on playing. Stood up, and then the ref just called the stop to stop the play, as it was getting not so safe to play on the court 2 here. A lead ball will be awarded. Enriquez will serve now from right-hand side with a 1-point lead over Mats and Gamal. Enriquez again going in for that boast. The first one is good. The second one is able to read Gamal's straight drive. Enriquez going in for that volley cross court. Short, but it's good. Lot of action happening on that volley right now. Loose shots. Enriquez not able to take it. Leaves it hanging for Gamal. And Gamal just puts in a good, very well placed boast. Enriquez just not able to take it. And now Gamal to serve 3-all from right hand side. Some good shots coming in from Gamal. Enriquez is able to take that post. He's running from corner to corner. Now it's a loose shot from Gamal. Gamal gets a no-let awarded after Enriquez gave everything he's got to retrieve Gamal's attack on that last rally. Gamal wasn't happy with the ref's decision. You can tell for his heavy hitting on the first balls here. This second game here after that rally. Enriquez playing what was a bit of a loose drive, getting trapped on that right back corner. Then Gamal sees the clear shot, plays in the post. Leaves Enriquez trapped. Now Gamal to serve 4-all from the handout. Gamal playing that twist of a wrist from his backhand last second. Enriquez is able to read it, resume the action. Good exchange happening here at 3/4 of court. Well sped up from Gamal towards left back corner. Good exchange now on the left hand side. Gamal keeping Enriquez on that back corner. Enriquez trying to get out of there. Puts in the cross court. Gamal's reach is just amazing compared. Enriquez puts in not so good drop shot on that backhand. It's too loose. Gamal just jumps onto it and gets stroke awarded. Now Gamal to serve from left hand side with 5-4. Guatemala is going for the height. It's a nice cross court from Alejandro Enriquez. Gamal takes space, takes time as well. He keeps Enriquez just waiting to see what he's gonna play up next. Enriquez is not able to read anything and start walking in any direction. Well placed from Mats and Gamal, number 2 seed of the Bremer Schlüssel. Now with a 2-point lead over the Guatemalan Alejandro Enriquez. Gamal just puts in a tight drop shot on that backhand after the serve. And gets now a 3-point lead over Enriquez. Enriquez is a bit confused, I would say, not really knowing where to get past Gamal's defense. Gamal is very present on the middle of court as well from the bounce and from volley. Gamal kind of delaying his shots lately. So Gamal taking Enriquez by the hair a bit. Enriquez now to serve 6-8 from left hand side. Gamal with a 2-point lead over the Guatemalan. Gamal not having much trouble with Enriquez's way of playing lately. Enriquez doing all the work. We can see Gamal just walking the court pretty much. Enriquez not really able to get settled on court and get Gamal under pressure. Enriquez's drop shots are just too high lately as he wants to build up. Finds Gamal there. And Enriquez gets a yes lead awarded after that slight interference. Enriquez wants to get through the interference on that left back corner, but Gamal is just too anchored to it. Enriquez gets a yes lead awarded. Gamal going in for the pace on that kill. Gamal making sure that Enriquez stays in back. Makes the court wide for Enriquez. And now to serve from the handout, 9-6, 3-point lead over the 4th seeded Alejandro Enriquez. Gamal out of the bounce is able to put in an amazing drop shot. Got it out of bounds. Got it so close to the tin as well. Amazing skills, racket skills from Martin Gamal. The Egyptian based in Lithuania with almost 16 years of experience in the PSA. Wonderful straight drive from Gamal. Enriquez being able to get along with it, and now Gamal with 4 game balls. Getting Enriquez under pressure. Enriquez going in for the kill from the back corner. Gamal very, very comfortable on the middle. Enriquez not so happy with that second game. Gamal, after Gamal won it 11-6 going into the break with a 2-love after 26 minutes of match time. So we're resuming action in this second semi-final, the Bremer Schlüssel. Enriquez from Guatemala now wearing the Mexico t-shirt. Playing against Mats and Gamal, still wearing the blue t-shirt. It's an amazing length from Gamal. Totally dying length, the one he played on that backhand. Now to serve 1-0 from the handout on the right-hand side. Oh, and Enriquez slips on court. The ref now calling in for a stop. Safety reasons. After Enriquez fell on the floor on the right back corner. Enriquez now getting a 2-point lead over Gamal. Playing in some nice bows, make the court wide. Gamal was very comfortable in the middle of the court lately, last two games. Enriquez now having trouble to get into that area. Gamal just remaining a little bit too long there. Enriquez gets a no-let awarded on what seemed to be he didn't ask for a decision. Gamal now to serve 2-3 from right-hand side. Gamal's drop shot was astonishingly tight. That front corner. Good presence from Enriquez on the volley. Good working boast. Waits up for the cross court, for Gamal's cross court. Now there he goes again. Gamal is only playing straight drives or to the back after those bows. Not wanting to leave the ball hanging there in the front corners. Enriquez gets a no-let awarded after Gamal's kill. Ball was a little bit too high. I mean, it's at least debatable if that's a no-let. But yeah, definitely Enriquez could have got it. There was a bit of interference from Gamal. Now Madsen to serve from left-hand side with a 3-all. Again, a bit of interference from Gamal. Staying a bit too long there, not really giving Enriquez a line. And Enriquez is just not being quick enough. Get ready for the next shot. Frustrations coming out with the roar. Enriquez not really finding the way to fight against Gamal. Gamal has been too dominant lately in this semi-final. Enrique's drive is just too loose through the middle, and his length is just goes floating in the reach of Gamal's volley. It's a good boast from Gamal. Makes the court wide. Enriquez just leaving the ball hanging way too much for Gamal's reach. He can take everything from the volley without further issue. Gamal leaves the ball hanging in the front corner. Enriquez goes looking for the player. And though he wanted to get into that one, the ref awards in the end a stroke for Enriquez. Drop shot was a bit loose, not so tight from Gamal. And Enriquez now to serve from hand out with a 4-all. Enriquez not so lucky with his straight drive, and Gamal as well, as he tries to put in an easy drop shot with his forehand. Ends up just hitting the top of the tin. And now Enriquez with a 5-4. Gamal's bows is nice and tight, that front corner. He gets the rally resetted. Good volley from Enriquez, keeping Gamal in that back corner. His drop shot is just too high, I mean almost to the service line. Wants to go for that kind of two-wall boast, Enriquez, and ends up getting just the tin. Gamal now to serve 5-all from hand out. The Guatemalan national player Alejandro Enriquez, seed number 4 of the Bremer Schlüssel, wearing now in this third game Mexico t-shirt. Very quick now Alejandro onto that volley. Gamal just playing very loose straight drive through the middle. Good pace on that cross-court drive. Enriquez just barely being able to cope with Gamal's accuracy on those shots. It's a nice post. Gamal leaves the ball just hanging there. Enriquez again gives the chance for Gamal to attack to back corners. Gamal is very quick on his feet. Very fresh, can tell. Gamal is not, he didn't have much issues on that last game. Was walking pretty much the whole time. At least the second half of the second game. Enriquez giving his all. Still very quick on his feet. And though the tiredness can start hitting, if he doesn't get subtle on the team. Gamal's reach is just astonishing. Enriquez has to do double effort to walk to get from point A to B. His cross courts are just too high, and Gamal has no issue with height. Enriquez has to play very, very tight if he wants to get past Gamal. Gamal, on the other hand, dominating in what regards getting the ball tied to sidewalls. Gamal's drive is a bit loose. Enriquez jumps onto it. Gets a yes lead on that decision. Gamal now to serve once again, 6-all. Let's see if the 30-year-older Egyptian Mazen Gamal can get once again into the final of the Bremer Schlüssel. He's already leading 2-love up in games. Enriquez straight drive is a bit too loose, coming too close through the middle with good pace. Enriquez cross-court drive goes a bit too wide. He gets trapped also on that right-hand side. Gamal taking space, taking the time as well, trying to see if Enriquez walks into his line of fire there. But Enriquez just stays calm, waiting. Gamal gets a yes lead awarded. We resume play here. It's a nice drop shot from Gamal. Drops it into the nick. Enriquez not able to take it out. And now Gamal to serve with a 1-point lead, 7-6 from the left-hand side. Already 2 games up. Good work from Gamal, jumping onto that volley once again. And lightly, he just smashes it into the tin, wanting to put pressure onto Enriquez. I mean, Enriquez is still quick. That's why Gamal is trying to hit with pace and speed. Enriquez goes tight in that drop shot, then leaves the ball hanging in the middle, very close to Gamal. Gamal is not having to move much in the last rallies. He's able to hit very well settle. Gamal is well balanced and play with good cut. Enriquez trying to fish a bit that volley nick in the volley cross court. Gamal's ball is too loose. And Enriquez gets a stroke awarded on that backhand straight drive from Mazen Gamal. Enriquez chooses the line that is like through Gamal, through his opponent. He gets the stroke awarded since Gamal's drop shot kind of opened from the sidewall. Enriquez now with a 2-point lead over Gamal. Let's see if the Guatemalan national player is able to take this game home at least. Whoa! And Gamal from the back, he volleys it into the neck. Even though Enriquez speeds up, ball is just flying into the neck and Gamal pulls out and a fist. The crowd also sees it that way, just celebrating the trick shot from Gamal. What a display of racket skills from the 38-year-old Egyptian. Tight work from Gamal. Enriquez trying to put that drive into the back corner. Just falling too short. Gamal going in for the lob, and then Enriquez tries to seek that nick on the volley cross court. Drop, but still not finding it. His drop shots are too high. Enriquez getting a yes lead on that decision. Gamal now to serve once again with an 8-9 from right hand side. Good exchange happening already in the rally on the backhand side. Both players trying to get the ball with pace and tight. Was a risky shot from Enriquez close to the tin. Drops it in, and then he reads the cross-court drive from Gamal. As he wants to speed up, ends up just smashing the ball into the tin. Gamal now reduces the gap to 0. Enriquez had a 2-point lead over the Egyptian. Now Gamal to serve on left-hand side with a 9-all and 2 games up. Enriquez not comfortable on court. Bit of a collision over there in the center of the court. Enriquez tries to get back into the match. Gamal is totally anchored when he's trying to get back into towards the tee. Enriquez just finding him every single time when he wants to go into the back corners. Enriquez going for that leisure boast and then taking some airtime on that volley. Gamal going short. Enriquez just with a twist of the wrist. Enriquez gets a yes lead on that decision. Gamal now to serve once again from left-hand side with a 9-all and 2 games up. Let's see if the Egyptian can get into the final for a second time in a row here at the Bremer Schlüssel in Achim. It's tight work from Gamal, and then he drops it in with such a quality. Gamal now for the first time with in this match with a match ball. The ref making sure that the flow of the match just keeps on going. Gamal to serve now with 1 match ball. Tight exchange on that left-hand side. Enriquez leaving the drop a bit too loose and then falls and trips over Gamal's foot. Court service being called to the court. Enriquez is able to defuse situation, fight back that one Gamal's match ball, and goes into a tie break now with 10-0 in the third game. Enriquez saying he hit Gamal with his racket, gets a yes lead awarded. Gamal not really understanding what happened, just wanted to play on. Here you go once again with 10-0. Gamal going in short. Enriquez goes for the lob. He wants to speed up. Is ready to hit it. The ref sees it as Enriquez could have been able to hit that shot and just awards a safety lead. Gamal was on his way out of his shot. He did hit that one with proper pace, but Enriquez went full speed to go from front left corner to back right corner. Now rescuing that shot from back wall. Gamal goes short. And Enriquez gets a straw awarded. Gets ready very quick. He gets his racket up very quick. Alejandro Enriquez, national player from Guatemala now with his first game ball. Disruption is a bit too high. Still, Madsen now very present, very good straight drive. Goes in with a goes in short with a boost. Cross-court drive, and Enriquez makes it. He takes the third game home with 12-10 in 23 minutes. So we're resuming action here in this second semi-final of Bremer Schlüssel in Achim-Baden. Enriquez was able to take the third game home in 23 minutes with a 12-10. The Guatemalan national player now wearing the green t-shirt with the Guatemala sign in the back, playing against the Egyptian Mazen Gamal, still wearing the blue shirt. First rally we saw Enriquez smash that drop shot into a tin. Quality is getting better now with a colder ball. We can tell ball is tending to die a bit more here on the left hand side, back corners. Mazen just making himself so big. And Enriquez is having some trouble getting into those back corners. Come on, now opening up the door, having a chat with the ref.
Just as you did the first 3 games, it was perfect. Just keep it that way. 1-1.
Gamal having a chat with the ref, and the ref explaining how he wants him to clear his own shots. Enriquez cross-court drive just coming towards the middle. From the sidewall, not really putting pressure on Gamal. That's a good bounce from Enriquez. Gamal keeps it tight, puts in pace on that volley. The bounce is very good from Gamal. Enriquez leaves it short. Gamal goes fishing for the player, and he gets the stroke awarded. Enriquez was able to read it, Gamal's quick hands, and then as he's walking out of that, he just hits Enriquez in the chest. Enriquez having trouble to breathe. Goes for a towel and has to break. You can see that Enriquez is still trying to get back after that collision. How Enriquez read the straight drive, and Gamal was able to adapt so quickly through his racket skills. And then as he was trying to make space for Enriquez to go and play it, Enriquez finding the way to that ball. Enriquez not happy with the way that Gamal is playing this 4th game so far. Gamal putting in the pace on that cross-court drive. Once again, he goes, makes space, puts in the straight drive with quality. Enriquez puts in now the drop shot, keeps it tight as Gamal tries to get through. Finds Enriquez, but then smashes it into the tin. Gamal wants to go for the pace, so wants Enriquez. Enriquez just losing his head on that one, smashing the cross-court into the tin. Now Gamal to serve with a 2-point lead over Enriquez. Enriquez trying to stay in the rally with that ball out of the back wall. Gamal's lead now goes to 3 points. Stretches to 3 points. Some good quality from the Egyptian. He wants to get Alejandro Enriquez on those back corners. It's good work from the Guatemalan. Oh, it's a loose shot from Enriquez. Gamal is taking the pace out of that ball. Good shot from Enriquez, who wants to go close to the tin with pace. His drop shot is not optimal, but still. Now going in for the volley cross court neck, kind of like, it's kind of a no look. Enriquez just wants to get through the interference. He's not really finding otherwise a line towards the ball. And Gamal now to serve after the lead ball from left hand side with a 3-point lead. It's a good pose from Enriquez. Gamal goes short. Enriquez wants to read that with one cross court. Thought he was coming a bit higher. Gamal played it with great quality with a first bounce close to the middle line. Such a pace, the one that Gamal is putting in on those cross-court drives. Enriquez just stranded in the back after what was not a great straight drive. Needs to get his head back in the game in this fourth rally if he wants to stay in the fight to get a place in the final. Gamal now leading with a 5-point lead over Enriquez. 2-1 in games. It's a good pose from Gamal. Good weight of shots. Tight work from both players. Enriquez speeding up the wrong ball pretty much. Giving Gamal the chance to start something out of the middle. Those shots are not really hurting his opponent. Enriquez drops it in. It's a nicely played drop shot on that forehand. Gamal tries to play it as a drop shot cross court, kind of like. And it's up, just clipping the tin. Now Enriquez reduces the gap from 5 points that Gamal had just to 3. Oh, and he goes short. Gamal just play the cross court towards Enriquez's hand with great quality. Puts the Guatemalan player that drop shot in. Nice drive from Gamal. Wants to keep things nice and tight. Starting to get a bit desperate. Gamal speeding up those shots. It means that they're not coming so tight to the sidewalls. Enriquez is able to just get onto them very quick from the middle. Now reduces the gap to just 1 point. Just serves 6-7 this rally. Gamal's quality is not there, hasn't been there. Now Gamal gets a conduct warning on racket abuse. It's the first warning that we've seen come up on this match. Let's see if that can calm down Gamal's nerves. Enriquez climbed back into the rally. Gamal being too aggressive when coming out of that shot. Just giving the chance to his opponent to get a lead ball awarded. Enriquez now to serve 7-all once again from the right hand side. Gamal getting desperate now, going in for that quick volley cross-court nick, just clipping the tin. And Enriquez with a 6-point stride now, serving from the left-hand side. Good pace from Gamal, nice bows as well. And goes in again for the straight drive. It's good quality from Enriquez. Enriquez wants to go short, but it's just a little bit too much spin. Just put that drop shot in the middle of the tin. Completely off was his target, his aim. Gamal now to serve, to break the 6-point stride from Enriquez, serving 8-all after the handout. It's good quality now on the drives from Enriquez. Gamal's reach still there, getting the ball slowed down on those back corners. It's nice bows from Enriquez. And then as he wants to speed up, just clips the ball into a tin. Trying to put pace and the wrong shot early for the Guatemalan. Gamal is closer to wrapping up this game once again. He had match ball in the on the third. See if he didn't take it home on the fourth. Good pace from Enriquez. Gamal's nice volley drop shot. Gamal, gets big on the middle. Enriquez not finding any line.
Yeah, that was a big block, and I'm sorry. Just don't do it again. Sorry? Because you just took the space. I think you know what you did. Just don't do it again. 9-all.
I didn't see this block. I saw that one. Very strange.
I'm watching.
So the ref calls that action as deliberately blocking and awards Enriquez a stroke. From the stream we can actually see that was he had no line towards that shot. Enriquez now with a 9-all. Gamal putting in the ball with pace, close to the tin. Amazing shot, good kill from Gamal. The roar from the 30-year-older Egyptian Mazen Gamal, seed number 2 of the tournament. In his second match ball, let's see if in this one he can take it home or Enriquez can pull off something like he did on third game, going into the tie break, and then in the end winning the third game 12-10. You can see that Mazen is now very present, very quick on his feet, going in for the pace. Some hard hitting happening here at the court 2 at the squash center in Achinbaden. Mazen going in short, gives a chance to Enriquez. The referee awards a yes lead on that decision. Enriquez's shot was in that front corner. Gamal tried to take Enriquez with him. Instead of going around him, there was a clear line, at least in my opinion, on the right side of Enriquez. Gamal trying to make himself big once again. Enriquez gets a stroke awarded and he pulls that one off. That tie break that he did as well on the third game once again. 2 match balls he has already diffused. Gamal smashes that leisure boast, wriggle boast, however you want to call that one, inverted boast, into the tin. And Enriquez is now with his first game ball in this 4th game. Enriquez makes it. He gets the 4th game. Once again, 12-10. Gamal's totally confused. We're going off to a 5th. 70 minutes match time so far. So 5th and last game of this second semi-final of the Bremer Schlüssel. Alejandro Enriquez from Guatemala, seed number 4 of the tournament, playing in the green t-shirt against Mazen Gamal from Egypt, seed number 2 of the tournament, finalists of Bremer Schlüssel last edition. Enriquez pulled off an amazing comeback, being loved 2, and then in 3rd and 4th winning 12-10 in each game after Gamal being match ball twice. We see already in this 5th game 1-0. The pace is considerably slower. Enriquez gets a stroke awarded since Gamal's straight drive is not so clean. The ball pops back to the middle. Enriquez playing a nice lob to the back Gamal being able to diffuse that situation and now inject some pace on that cross-court drive. Gamal with an unforced error on that backhand. Enriquez now with a 2-point lead over the Egyptian. The Egyptian is now using not so much his reach, but he went actually flying on that one. Something that we haven't seen so often lately. Oh, Gamal, as he wants to build up his racket, then just hits Enriquez on the face. Enriquez needs a moment to recover. Nico, the ref, goes on court. Enriquez now got a stroke awarded on that last decision. And serving 4-1, Gamal going in for that volley cross-court neck, not really finding it. Injecting some pace on that drive. Goes in short, the drop is too high, and Gamal is not understanding, a bit confused what's going on. Enriquez's roar could be heard all the way up here to the comment section. Some good bows from Gamal coming in, and as Enriquez just wants to drop it in, it's too soft, puts it into the tin.
2-5.
So we just had a collision on that last rally. Gamal hit the straight drive, and as he was leaving the scene pretty much, going back to the middle, and Enriquez was trying to go in. Enriquez just stumbled on Gamal's leg, both in pain.
Time injury for injury.
3-minute injury break for that collision. So we're resuming the action in this fifth and last game here, the second semi-final between Alejandro Enriquez from Guatemala and Mazen Gamal from Egypt. Enriquez with a 3-point lead. We just got a 3-minute injury break after a collision where Mazen Gamal just was trying to play a straight drive on his forehand, and Enriquez wanted to go in. Was a bit of blocking, I would say, from Gamal, not giving any chance, any line to Enriquez. The pace has gone down. Quality, let's see if it's going up. It was a good lob from Gamal, just amazing. Enriquez giving his all to try to take it out, not really making it. Gamal now making the gap, only taking the gap only to 3 points. A good quality on those drives from Gamal and Enriquez. Good to post. Enriquez very present. Wants to speed up to the back. It's a good cross-court drive from Enriquez. Keeps the ball tight as well on that drop shot. It's good length. The lob is not so good. Gamal trying to read that cross-court drive. Enriquez gets that ball back good. Well, and Enriquez just jumps onto that straight drive from Gamal. Gets the stroke awarded. Now to serve from the handout. After the handout, 7-3. Gamal going in for the quick cross-court volley nick. Inverted bows he plays. Enriquez can read it. And Gamal is a little bit stranded. Enriquez now with a 5-point lead over Gamal. Gamal just going with everything to that volley. Enriquez flew. He was mid-air on that last shot. And it hit Gamal on what was the knee, behind the knee. Enriquez a bit confused what happened on that last one. Gamal is just laying on the floor, straight in the middle. The ref is having a chat with Gamal on the floor. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently on a 15-minute break after the injury. We can see Gamal already sitting and trying to get back into his game with his coaches from Egypt as well. On court, we can see Enriquez trying to keep the ball warm. With a 4-point lead, we remember that the Guatemalan player Alejandro Enriquez just did what seemed like really hard. Came back, brought an amazing comeback. In the third, being match ball down, was able to come to the tie break and then wrap up the third and the fourth game exactly on the same way, back at home with a 12-10. Now here in the fifth, he still got a 4-point lead over the Egyptian Mazen Gamal. The ref's just saying it's been 5 minutes. Mazen still has 10 minutes to go. Try to get back and seal this semifinal. Remember that Mazen was the last finalist, as finalist of the last edition here at Bremer Schlüssel in Aachen-Baden. A 30-year-older with almost 16 years of experience in the PSA wants to wrap up this match and get into the final once again.
Head up, head up. Head up, forward!
So we're resuming action here in this fifth game. Gamal stepped back onto the court. Enriquez with a 4-point lead, 8-4. Gamal was awarded a stroke after that collision. Or let's say Enriquez a no lead. Oh, that was very dangerous from Gamal.
Mr. Gamal! Mr. Gamal!
Gamal referee is trying to talk to Gamal. It was a very dangerous play. So we got a conduct run for ball abuse against Gamal. Enriquez now with 6 match balls in this second semifinal. Gamal. Enriquez wins it in 5. 3-2 in 93 minutes.
Victor, I want this tournament, man.
Few matches, but
3 of them you really have tough matches. 3 times.
maybe the toughest matches so far.
I think so. You have a talent for
Like I read the tournament in Spain in the beginning of June, like 40 matches in 5 days. None were difficult. None.
And then you come here.
3 out of 4.
Then you come here.
Tomorrow's finalists will be in the end Alejandro Enriquez and Ibrahim El Kabani.